Hello and welcome to the TMC Newsroom. My name is Rich Tehrani. Thanks for watching us today. We're in San Jose, and on our program is Robin Daniels, who's a Director of Product Marketing at Salesforcecom. Hello, Robin.
Hi, Rich. How's it going?
Things are great. I think probably all of our viewers know who Salesforce.com is. I'm just going to quickly go in. It's a hosted Salesforce automation, hosted CRM, and a lot more. So what I should probably let you add on to that. What's happening at the company?
Well, so the company's doing really well. We are the cloud computing company for enterprises. Enterprises come to us because they realize that the traditional model of using CRM applications and so on are broken, and they really want a better model. So we pioneered this concept of cloud computing with CRM applications about 10 years ago. We had a vision to really make our CRM applications as easy to use as Amazon.com and eBay, because we just saw that was a better model. Nobody teaches you how to buy a book on Amazon.com. Nobody teaches you how to sell your old bike on eBay. You just go on, you do it. It's very easy to use. There's no user training involved. So we just thought that it was a better model. So we came out with our first cloud-based solution 10 years ago for CRM applications. And since then, we've exploded. We have now over 75,000 customers around the world using Salesforce for CRM applications. We've also now have a platform for customers to develop their own cloud-based applications. So customers around the world have really embraced this notion that they can develop their own applications using the same technologies that we've used to develop our CRM applications. And they've really developed anything from sponsorship tracking applications to HR applications to ERP applications, financial management, you name it, they've developed it on Force.com. And then the latest application we have that we just announced last month is a new application called Salesforce Chatter. And Salesforce Chatter is really a enterprise collaboration solution for companies to collaborate inside of a company. It provides the connections between people that have been missing for so long, and it also provides a way to share information in real time through a browser, but also through mobile devices. And also, it makes all this organic, so you can find and discover information that you care about. The whole notion of Chatter is really using the best technologies that we've seen from Facebook and from Twitter, and empowering users inside of a company to use those same metaphors to get the information they need to do their jobs. So you choose what matters to you. You choose the information you care about, the deals you care about, the customer cases, the people you want to work with. And because you're following all this information, these people, every time they do something in the system, you get a notification. You get it in your feed. So customers have really been open and receptive to this concept of Chatter. And when we started out with the beta program back in February, our idea was, let's just open up to 100 customers, see what kind of feedback we get. But it really took off, and by the end of the beta program in June, we had more than 5,000 customers as part of that program. And we just turned on Chatter a few weeks back, and the first week alone, we had more than 10,000 customers turn on Chatter, because they really liked the notion of being able to take their productivity to a whole nother level with these internal collaboration tools.
So congratulations. Well, first of all, congratulations on being the company that made it through, because in 2000, there were a number of companies calling themselves ASPs at the time, and there was actually a mini boom of ASPs in '99 and 2000. Absolutely. And then when the bubble burst, all of those, virtually every company was wiped out.
Right.
And many, many prominent people predicted the death of Salesforce.com, and you turned it around into a billion-dollar organization and have now become the proof point for cloud computing. Most often, when a company wants to prove cloud computing and the importance of it and the market size potential, they'll refer to your company. So congratulations on that front.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
What I wanted to talk about was the security differences between what Chatter may provide an organization versus what may be available via some of those other social networks that you mentioned.
Sure. So the whole idea with Chatter is really that information comes into Chatter, but it never leaves the Salesforce environment. We take security more seriously than anything else, really, because the security of our customers' data is paramount to our success, of course, and it has been since day one. So our security is better than nearly every other company could dream of doing internally, because we have a big security staff that focuses on nothing else than maintaining the security of our servers and our data and so on. And the idea with Chatter is really that you can have discussions and collaboration in the context of where that data and those discussions make sense. So for example, in every page in Salesforce now has a follow button. So you as a user can go in and follow an account or a sales deal or a customer case. And if I go in and follow, say, a sales deal that I'm working on with 5 other people, they're also following this account or sales deal. And what happens is if I want to share information, we can do it right in the context of that sales deal. And only people who have access to that sales deal will be able to see the information shared there. We can share files, PowerPoint presentations, PDFs. We can share comments, status updates. We can see every time something changes with that sales deal. But only people who have access to that data will be able to see that inside of Salesforce. So an administrator, they can really set up the sharing and security model for a company down to a very granular degree. So each user inside your company will have access to certain amounts of information. You could also, in Chatter, set up the notion of a group, something that most companies really struggle with. If you look at traditional collaboration tools out there, if you want to set up a group to have discussions on competitive issues or acquisitions or around HR and so on, it's very hard to do. You end up having it over email, or you have to contact your IT team to set it up. What happens now is each user is empowered to set up groups around topics that they care about. And a group can be completely open, so anybody can join, or it can be completely private, meaning that you have to get an invitation to join that group. So if we're talking about sensitive information like a new acquisition, we probably don't want everybody in our company to see that. Or if we're talking about bonuses for salespeople, we probably don't want everybody to be able to see that. So you can set it up completely open and completely private, depending on what the need is for each user.
Now, if you wanted to make part of that open to the public, is that possible or not?
Well, so today, Chatter is really an internal tool, and the information in Chatter does not leave Chatter. You can bring information in from Facebook and Twitter or other enterprise-level systems if you want to inside of Chatter.
Sure, understood.
Right. So the model right now is really for all the information to come inside of Chatter. We don't want it to ever leave Chatter.
Well, it's very exciting. Thanks for coming on our program and sharing information about Salesforce.com. And good luck in your next decade. And give my best to Mark Benioff and the team.
I will do. Thanks so much, Rich.